Alright, so today I'm going to make a video about France. And my point is that I'm going to show that France is shit. It's really shit. So you know that there was an attack on France, on Paris, a few days ago, or a few weeks ago actually. And our king, because a French king, his name is Francois Hollande, is a fatty king, a treacherous king that would sell his country for a piece of chocolate. And this fatty king, he asked us to put a flag on our windows. So this is my flag, my personal flag to the Republican flag, to Francois Hollande, and putting it. That's a small flag, and that's my flag to Francois Hollande. So, and because France is shit. So first, who am I to say? Well, obviously I'm French. You see from the accent, because I used to speak better English, but I was a researcher in physics some years ago, a while, and then moved to France again. And now I'm living on the countryside after living in the suburbs with drug dealers and Islamists. Now I'm on the countryside, living off my little garden and a few hens, chickens, very cheaply, burning wood. So, and France is shit. So what is France? What is France? France is a country. So, and that's the reason why. We are in deep shit because of countries and nations. And I'm not going to fall into the leftist propaganda about internationalism. This is internationalism. I mean, countries are the beginning of internationalism. So, to have internationalism, you need nations, and nations are the big problem because they are a process that killed people, killed smaller units that were existing before. And my point is that France is crap. It's a colonialist country, and all the things that we have today are due to this process, to this colonial process that dates back to a long time. So France started with a few assholes that decided that they wanted to be stronger than others, and began to fight and to unite people by smashing their face and killing them, and made a bigger unit. And until 60 years ago, people were not really French in France. They felt that they were probably from Occitanie or from Brittany, but for instance, my two parents are from different regions, but they would not speak French when they were young. Well, at least my grandfather and my mother spoke another language, and they were on the French territory. They had French ID cards, and they were not immigrants. But recently, let's say that France started with wars and the so-called revolution, and basically people think that France is the country of enlightenment and all of this, but it's complete crap. This is the country of Napoleon and all these assholes that began to invade other parts of Europe and to slaughter people. So this is a nation that is to say a colonial unit that started to fight around, putting pressure on peasants and trying to steal their money and their work, to kill other people and to become bigger and to fuck up even further. And that went on to a pretty large extent to other parts of the world. And this is the reason why today we have so many immigrants in France, and that in the end, of course, we will be replaced by other people. I mean, This is the normal. So I explained this in French in other videos, but we live in industrial world, and in this world, it's extremely hard to make to have children. Is extremely expensive. We have to move around. We have problems to get job. We have to follow our jobs. We have to follow our employers, and we have to live in shit conditions. We have to housing is extremely expensive, and having kids is an extremely expensive and time-consuming thing. This is, of course, not the case. It used to not to be the case before, because my grandparents used to have 5 kids, and it was. But now in the industrial world, it's very different, and that's why there have been because of colonization, people, the bosses took people from outside, cheap labor, and we were imposed a process. Well, imposed. I mean, we were in a process where we are slowly being replaced. All this is due to France, and now we have France is going to lose. I mean, France is shit and is in deep shit, because it's quite clear that it's because of all this crap it has done around it, and to its own people, to people in Brittany, in all parts of France. Now it's made by a few that benefit from this process. It's quite clear that we are going to collapse, and now they are asking us to, because they see that this has gone a bit too far, and they're asking us to help to have some to unite again under the Republican value that a few years ago were considered as real shit, and they are real shit. I mean, nobody's gonna die for this for France. What is France? France is nothing. It's not a cultural thing. It's nothing at all. It's not about enlightenment. I mean, some leftist people they speak about enlightenment, but they are unable to defend it against other culture. And now this is quite a mess. I mean, what is enlightenment to them? I mean, is it relativism and to accept other culture and to live or is it to have an enlightened way of living? It's not really clear to anybody, to anyone now. And the thing is that there is no enlightenment. There is no enlightenment, and the real thing behind France is not the revolution. It's Napoleon. It's all this crap. It's all this elitism. It's all these things that we came to be a war nation with an atomic bomb and all this crap. And now we're going to pay for that. We're going to pay for that. We have made a mess in Algeria. We're full of Algerian people who hates France, and they will join. I mean, there are always some traitors among Algerians and among us, and the traitors among Algerians, they will pretend that it's okay, that France is nice and all that. But the majority of Algerians, they are normal people, and they are not stupid. They know that France, what they did to their parents, and there's no way that they can go with this culture. That this is crap. And I'm also a white Frenchman, but I'm not French. I'm from Brittany, and I know the history. I know what this country did to my parents, to my grandparents. I know that it has destroyed a language, it has destroyed the culture, it has taken them to war. I mean, you have to look at the number of people who died in the First World War. I mean, there was nobody from Paris, there was nobody from the bourgeois, it was all people from the countryside. And you can look at how many people died in my house. You can look at the picture on the wall, and you will see, you will go to the cemetery in the countryside, and you will see what the price we paid for this fucking France. And now they will ask you again to unite under France. And I say, fuck France. Fuck it big time. Just don't go. I mean, this is a lost cause, okay? France has no future. I mean, its demography is fucked up and will continue to be fucked up. There is no way demography can be better in industrial world. So we will be, we are losers big time. I mean, and then the culture, the value of France it's hypocrisy. That's all it is. Because to have an industrial development, we needed to plunder and other lands. We couldn't, and now we have no resources left, nothing at all, and that's why we need to go abroad and lick the ass of the Saudis, lick the ass of Qatari, who are now the people who are buying France over, and then pretend we are fighting Islamic State. Come on, what a stack of bullshit. So France is paying all is fooling the terrorists. But the thing is that France, with all its fucking mad ambition about being a military power, about being an industrial power that pollute, that shit on everybody else, France is has no resource, so it will be bought by these very states. It has no choice. It's a complete schizophrenic state now, and this future is schizophrenia. It will collapse. So that's why France is crap, and that's why you need to do that to France and that to Francois Hollande. And Francois Hollande is a liar. He's lying to you as he's lied to his girlfriend. He's a fucking liar. And this guy is going to fuck you, all of us. So we have to get rid of these people. How do you get rid of this thing? You don't get rid of this thing because it's bigger than us. It's bigger than history. You see that it's a process that it's implying huge number of people that are fucking like rabbits and becoming huge. And these people will sustain France as long as it gives food to them. But the thing is, it will collapse in the end. It will collapse big time. It will be. I mean, look at the state of the world. Look at how many people in the Middle East are in shit, and look at how people are dependent on oil. Look at the demography in the world. I mean, this is all gonna collapse. But what we can do is try to not to be so dependent on this shit and try to get a little bit of hair. And in the end, we will get rid of them because we will go away from them, and that's all we can do. But there's a lot of space in the world. We can move around. We can. I mean, I'm on the countryside. I'm paying very little taxes. They are not getting on me, so that's quite fine. And there are many places we don't need to live in a town to work for these hassles and to pay taxes to bomb ISIS or to bomb I don't know, now they're bombing in Yemen. I don't know what they're going to bomb next time. We don't need to do that. We can just have a simple life, live from the land. If they try to harass you, you move on to another land. You can go to Russia. I don't know, there's Canada, whatever. And I mean, we need to do that. Don't try to stay in this fucking mess because France is crap, Europe is crap. It's really crap, and it's gonna be fucked up big time. And the Islamists are gonna win, whatever in the future. I mean, all this crap situation will just get worse in the end, and that's quite obvious for many reasons. And they are now trying to go to the value. When you go to moral value, I mean, this is desperate. So fuck France.